start having it. I better get my butt in there right now.
Cotton candy and popsicles.
Welcome, everyone, to episode 13. Lucky number 13, Taz.
Taylor Swift's number.
Oh, we have any Taz figures? All right. Thank you, Taz. All right there.
Pull out a Taylor Swift album. Put it out here. I should wear the shirt. I wore a Headhunters one instead.
I mean, there's still time. You do whatever you want to do. Welcome, everyone, to episode 13.
Yeah.
Lucky number 13 of season 6 of the Juggalo Rewind podcast. Your favorite Juggalo podcast.
Yes.
And if it's not,
Eat shit.
yes. I was looking for fuck you, but eat shit is appropriate. We here at the Juggalo Rewind deep dive into Juggalo albums, one track at a time, one lyric at a time. Every time I look at the camera, then you look at it.
At a time, one sample at a time, one remix at a time,
or 8 samples at a time.
one video at a time. We haven't got there yet.
Close. But one thing at a time. And whether you're a longtime fan of the Juggalo nonsense, maybe you're a new fan. Maybe you were walking around the Daytona 500 last weekend and you saw ICP playing and you're like, what the fuck is this?
What's going on over there?
Or
all the Fago is the least of the shit spilled in the infield of Daytona 500.
Rusty Wallace, and you're like, what is that?
Rusty Wallace.
Is he still driving?
I think he's still alive. He's never not driving.
That's the first NASCAR driver. I have so many things I want to talk about already that we can't even get to. If you're a longtime fan, a new fan, or not a fan of Juggaloism at all, there's something here for you, whether it's nostalgia, whether it's learning, whether it's
Filthee Immigrant remixes.
Maybe. We haven't talked about what message. All right, let's go backwards.
Okay.
I'm Peter, you're Chris.
That's
What's
true. That's who we
going on?
are. Yeah, here we are.
I was holding off on that until I found what I was looking for, but you tell everyone what's going on and how you're doing, and hopefully I'm not fucking up the volume.
Well, yeah.
I'm looking for this.
Don't have the phone interfere. You know, when you're talking about NASCAR, I watched a little.
Oh Jesus! If I knew this was going to be the conversation, I wouldn't have
watched 2 seconds of NASCAR a couple weeks ago. They had Terry Labonte was there in his old costume, his old driver gear. They did the old Cornflakes car up in his honor. So I don't know why that popped in my head after you said Rusty Wallace, but I used to enjoy NASCAR. Maybe I'll get back into it.
You and Uncle Brian?
Yeah, that's who got me into it. Had the little die-cast cars.
Oh, I remember where it was. I'm sorry.
But otherwise, I'm good.
Did your Uncle Brian really did get you into NASCAR?
Yeah, oh yeah. I had the Matchbox size die-cast. He used to have the 172s or 148 size NASCAR die-cast. He used to have a whole room of die-cast NASCARs.
I can see that.
I wonder if he still has all those.
Does he still live right here? Not right. I say right here because I still work in Intro.
The old Westland area?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
No.
Pretty sure. That was a nice yard. Big yard he had.
So we were talking about it doesn't matter if you're a longtime fan, new fan, or how you find us. This ties into lots of different things like our voicemail.
Yes.
So we'll give you all that information later, but our phone number is 810-666-1570 if you're a new fan or however. We have a new listener that texted us.
Yeah.
No idea where they're from, who they are, what their name is.
These are always fun, yeah. Oh, come on.
That's a work email.
Unprofessional.
Hey, I'm looking at our voicemail. We got a message.
Yeah.
Hello, Juggalo Rewind. You talked about how new people didn't start at Axis Swinging, but that's where I found you guys. I searched Axis Swinging and your podcast came up.
Amazing.
So, like we're saying, you could be a new fan, and we always say, my next sentence is going to be, if you're new, welcome. You have a plethora of back catalog to look at. We talked about Most Tasteless and Dark Lotus and Violent
Carnival
J.
94.
Yeah, we're talking about
and Violent J.
A whole bunch of other random shit. This guy or girl searched the internet on axes swinging and found us.
Maybe that's our bet. We need to do tracks that no one cares about, because then the algorithm will pop up higher. You know, when you search chicken hunt, obviously we're going to be way at the bottom of that algorithm. But axis swinging, there's not a lot of people talking about it. There's not a lot of versions out there. A lot, there's not 47 YouTube videos of it. There's us.
Assume not.
So come on, join us. Let's talk the shittiest of shitty songs.
They said, "Thank you. Currently listening to your Wizard of the Hood, as that's one of my favorites."
We enjoyed that. Yeah. So we didn't shit on, like you're shitting on the Wraith right now.
Jesus, I'm not shitting on the Wraith. But it is funny that, if you are new, if you are finding us because maybe you're Googling Faygo or Cotton Candy or Popsicles. Yeah, I don't know how you're finding us. It could be from word of mouth or you were Googling a random song. But you're here now. Go back in our archives. Check us out.
If you stumble on a podcast like this where it has an absurd amount of episodes, like I guess these are more specific because you have the seasons are blocked. Like you have, there's not a lot of seasons, but there's a lot of episodes in them. Would you start from the very beginning? I know
Do you even know me? Do you even fucking know me?
I think I'd be able to just. I wouldn't be able to pick a random track. I couldn't just jump into a track, but I think I could pick a random album to start. It seems like I said last week, Tales Lowe's Pod's a jumping off point for a lot of people.
If I came across this particular podcast, it depends. I don't know. So like, I jumped into the Pearl Jam one midstream, but I started from the beginning because they did the albums from 10 to Versus to Vitalogy. It wasn't just like
on there.
Yeah, so that I had to go.
Yeah, it's kind of built for it.
But for this, if I just jumped into us, as a test, I would probably find my favorite song. I would listen to it. Then I would go to like a season. Yeah. But yeah, eventually I'd find my way to starting from the beginning, I think.
I like the people who find it and are on from the beginning and they're simultaneously listening to the new drops. That's fun. You listen to 2 at a time.
That's tough. I do that with some podcasts, not something that's like this, but Jim Rome, I did it. So like I met in the middle. Yeah. Shits and Gigs, I kind of met in the middle or I moved backwards because it doesn't have anything to like do with
previous anything.
Stuff. God, I've been listening to a lot of new podcasts lately. I know we always talk about what we listen to, but we talked about last week how I picked up on the Talking Sopranos.
Oh yeah.
So I'm doing that. Record Store podcast.
Oh yeah, Boy Kelly. Back.
Yeah, I just feel like there's a lot on my list.
Yeah,
lately. Sopranos one's kind of taken over.
I need to get back on that swing.
Yeah, we're talking about seasons, but this season we are talking the Wraith.
Yes.
Shangri-La, the babyface, white meat babyface Wraith out there trying to bring you to heaven.
I don't know. We don't know for sure what he's doing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's something we will talk about at the end of this season. But that's upcoming. What else is going on? What have we been up to? It's Memorial Day weekend is right around the corner.
Summer is just almost here.
Yeah, we are right in the midst of summertime.
You know what I'm doing? I'm doing a rewatch of the 1997 Michigan football season. So that's what I'm getting myself ready for summer and then ready for the fall.
It's a year-long process with us. I'm getting ready for the NBA draft.
Yeah.
Seeing who the Pistons are going to take. Watching those NBA playoffs.
I haven't watched any. I've seen a couple of the clips of funny things that happened. The fucking one guy telling Reggie Miller they want to tell him fuck you was great.
Good. Fuck him.
Yeah, I've heard the Stanley Cup playoffs have been amazing, but I haven't watched that either.
I've had some of that in the background, but not enough to like pay attention.
Tigers, I can't. They're not allowed on YouTube TV. They're not fucking allowed on Xfinity. You can't watch them anywhere. No one gets to watch the Tigers in their own hometown. Bally's absolute trash.
Just go to the games.
I listen on the radio sometimes.
All right. I'll do that too.
I'll go to a game here and there. Or go on down to the ball game as long as Fountain doesn't rob me outside of it. Catch all the rich ones going out the ball game.
Come on now. I wish I could talk more about the playoffs, but I don't know what's happening by the time this drops. So
You're a Knicks guy, right?
Hopefully the Knicks are doing well.
I don't really give a shit one way or the other, but I enjoy you and Andrew liking them, and then just the shenanigans of the Knicks fans has got me
That
interested.
video in between the Philly and the Indiana series was so fucking funny.
I'm down just for that nonsense.
They were all hilarious. We should. I could listen to that video all day. Fuck Joel Embiid and fuck Joe Biden. It's just like, get into that.
Poor Joe Biden.
Why
Why do you get shrapnel? It's like ABK on the podcast.
He caught a big piece of shrapnel in that video. All right. Well, hopefully you at home are enjoying whatever playoffs you're watching or whatever you're watching, whatever you're doing.
How about the Michigan basketball team? They built contenders right out the gate. They could make a Final Four. They got a mesh. It's all new pieces.
All right.
But they built number one portal class. The entire team's from the portal, but number one portal class.
That's way too early.
I can't wait.
Too early for that and too late in the night for discussing. So we need to just get on moving.
Beeline 2.0.
We are talking in this episode, as we said, we are the sixth
Joker's card of deck 2.
We are
it's announced.
We are Isham. We are Mars. We are the sixth Joker's card.
We are Rock It Down. It's a drop reference only locals would know.
Why did that sound more like Borat?
Because that's like sound. He was so trash.
We are the hockey town.
Rock It Down. Nah.
We've talked about that before.
Yeah, he played it, I believe.
Yeah.
And the beer is on me. Go well winged.
All right. We're talking cotton candy and popsicles. A very nice song about. Did you put this out because it looks like cotton candy?
I just grabbed him, but maybe subliminally that's why I grabbed him.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, we're talking about a nice, wholesome song.
Little snacks.
About, candy and desserts, cotton candy and popsicles.
You mentioned it's almost Memorial Day. That's kickoff of summer. These are 2 summer staples. A little cotton candy, a little popsicles. Good for the kids.
I mean, it's a nice hot day out. You're at the carnival. What's better than grabbing a popsicle and, enjoying it in your mouth? nice and cold on your lips.
Yes.
I see nothing wrong. I don't know why you're laughing. I'm talking about a nice, delicious, hard popsicle in your mouth.
And it's a carnival, so that's where you get a popsicle. That's from the carnival. Cotton candy from the lady inside the booth who's pulling out the cotton candy.
I mean, she may be a she may be a carny old lady who hasn't showered in 3 days, but that doesn't mean her cotton candy isn't as
tasty
sweet
and delicious. Yes.
Yeah. So I see nothing wrong with that.
I'm excited to find out about these treats.
I hear people laughing, but I don't get it.
Yeah.
We're talking about food.
I'm hungry.
I'm hungry. I could eat a popsicle right now.
I can't help you there.
You can't unwrap a popsicle for me?
I can't do that for you.
All right. Well, we'll get into this and see what other food references does ICP have? Any other food songs?
Bowl of poop.
It's not a song.
It's a reference.
Yeah, but I said reference, but I meant song. They don't really talk about food that much, do they?
No. Coney dog with a little smog.
The twisted Christmas Halloween song, the
Pumples
Pumples on your pumpkin. No, Sweet
Tooth.
That's a banger. I love Sweet Tooth.
I like that beat. Not Halloweeny, really. It's kind of more like tropical, almost like it's got a little steel drum in there, but
yeah, but it's still talking about.
I know, I like
Halloween
it.
Candy.
I enjoy it. I'm not gonna skip it. It's on the Halloween playlist.
It better be.
Yeah. You know what's a good food from the Juggalo world? Texas hot fucking chili. Goddamn, that's hot.
That's hot.
Noodle nuggets and sweet onions.
Mr. Rotten Treats.
Mr. Rotten Treats is a candy theme man.
A candy theme man.
How about just Candyland itself?
All right, done.
That's the top.
Yeah, you've hit the big one. We can just have a whole season about food songs.
Maybe that'll be the Tumblr. Just all the food.
We'll just have chefs. We'll have Guy Fieri here talking to us. We'll eat them. We'll eat them. We'll record at Dooley's in the Anthony Bourdain seat.
We should do that just for any reasoning.
Let's just go right now. I mean,
I've been to Dooley's probably since we all went. I don't know.
I haven't been there. I've been there once or twice within the past year or so.
Was I there with you and the guy was sharing the cigarette with the homeless guy outside? And he came in, didn't wash his hands, just started cooking again?
It sounds vaguely familiar.
That was the last time I was there for sure.
But I don't remember what that was for.
No.
But they have weird hours now. So if you're in town, again, we always say this. You're in town, you want to be treated or treat us to a nice Coney. You just have to be there between the hours of like 9 and 1 because Dooley's closes at weird times. But, all right.
Speaking of Conies, did you see during the draft how many Conies Lafayette sold?
It was an insane amount.
10,000? That's insane.
I think we put that in our Instagram
Yeah, you did
stories.
share that. I did see that.
I don't know why that was relevant.
Because we talk about Conies all the time.
That's true. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, we're just proud of the Coney pinnacle.
The pinnacle of the Coney. We have a little bit of time. One of our bets that people like to fast forward. Some people fast forward these bets. Yeah. Some people say they want more of them.
It's true. You can't please everybody.
We can't. So, I can just do it right here.
That's what a fast forward is for, though, you know.
Yeah, I'll do it here. We have a little bit where we dig into our YouTube.
Okay.
So let's do that right now.
I gave a little spoiler on one of mine recently, earlier in the show.
But you did. But we'll
see what else I was getting into.
So we share a YouTube account, and let me pull up the history. And so we like to dig back and see what each other was watching, or when we forgot we were logged in. Let's see. Did some digging for last week's episode. I feel like some of these are like, you can tell they're like when you leave something on, or there's like something
goes on to the next thing.
I have a Fresh as the Word podcast on here.
Nice.
Are you familiar with Hyro the Hero?
I think I've seen the name, but I've never
listened.
He's a
rapper, and he had a show here recently.
Yeah.
He did shows with Blaze, but I didn't know. Like, I knew the name.
Isn't he with Blaze just like
in Cleveland?
Week?
Yeah. But yeah, Kelly interviewed him, and I'm like, maybe that's where I recognize the name.
Check it out.
So I have that on there. I have ICP's Take Me Home, Juggalo Day 2015 version.
That's something you shared with me that I did not ever hear.
Not fantastic. Let's see. We have Detroit commercials.
That was me. Yep. My Nat Morris run. Commercials.
Who said white boys can't dance?
Just some white dude breaking it down on the show.
Let's see. You have the Dead Bug documentary. Were you watching?
I started it, but I never finished it.
I heard it's good.
Yeah, the Dead Bug's guy's voice is weird to me. He's like it sounds like a guy who'd be narrating like a cop drama. Like he's just a voice over a head. Like I don't know. So yeah, it sounds like a New York or Boston cop, which is completely opposite things I know. But like one of those annoying cop voices overhead.
Best of Jimmy Buffett tribute concert.
Yeah, that was me. Trying to find some Jimmy Buffett footage.
All of this is
tribute show.
The story of Lollapalooza, an official trailer.
Yeah, that looks good. There's a few music documentaries coming out that look pretty good. Perry Farrell. That's a guy we've talked about on here.
Perry Farrell.
He looks real weird on that documentary.
1997 Michigan versus Colorado. Something about Walmart. I have no idea what that is. Jamie Madrox, his single I was listening to with Steve in the car.
New single?
It came out a couple months ago. You got it when you bought like X amount of money.
Any good?
It's interesting, but it's weird. It's just out of nowhere. I don't know.
He needs to get spooky again.
Spookiness
I like
is
spooky Madrox.
That's coming soon. I have something to tell you, so well, remind me about that. We were talking about something, but I can't say.
No, I need to hear. What is this?
No, because it'll spoil something.
Okay.
So can't talk about that. Lots of Purple Show. Lots of Chrysler Town and Country battery replacement.
Yeah, I replaced my battery, which, went to Costco and they had batteries for $100. I'm like, cool, I'll do it myself. Those are easy. Well, like I have a shitty Town and Country from 2002. Got the battery disconnected fine, no problem. The bolt that was like holding the clamp on the battery in place was rusted solid, and I'm like, yank. And then I finally get it to budge, and the bottom's broken, so I'd like clamp the bottom and wrench the top, and like it's an awkward spot. It took me forever. I'm like, this wasn't worth the $50 I saved not taking it somewhere, but
I agree.
It was supposed to be fast and easy, but I did. Felt like Tim the Tool Man.
Lots of Drake and Kendrick Lamar.
Oh man, have you been following that all? You don't even like either of them.
I could care less.
Kendrick murdered him.
All right. Shockumentary.
Shockumentary purple shows always creep up all the time in these.
Wendy's training video, cold drinks.
It's great. It's like a rap.
All right, I'll watch that.
Any of the old training montage videos are so good.
Lots of Michigan football. Jim Henson.
Yeah, that trailer. I'm excited. I'm going to cry when I watch that one.
Man, there's so much here. Beavis and Butthead on SNL.
Yeah, that was funny.
That's good. That was pretty funny. Kenny Chesney. More Jimmy Buffett. Lots of NFL. Lots of Vinnie Mac. Yeah. Lots of good stuff here. Transformers 1.
Yeah, there's a new Transformers movie coming out. Animated one.
Yeah, what's that?
It's got like big name, like Chris Hemsworth is one of the voices. It's kind of funny, so I'm not sure, but it looks like
what's
it'd be
the
good.
timeline on that?
It's like them, Optimus and Megatron are like just worker robots on.
So it's like a prequel to like the movie?
Yeah. It's not connected to, I don't know how it's connected fully and like.
Oh no.
Because it's they're like worker robots who like don't transform or whatever, then they finally like leave or whatever. Yeah, it's like them leaving Cybertron. It looks funny. Looks interesting.
All right. Tips on tying bows and adding ribbon to cards.
Is that you?
How to wrap your ribbon. Easy ribbon binding techniques. That was
you get crafty.
That was me. 100% me. Why I put it on ours, I don't know.
You're doing that, and I'm being a man and changing my battery. Arr, arr, arr.
And watching the Beach Boys.
Nothing wrong with that.
Was that this episode or last episode? We were talking about Bob Odenkirk.
Yeah.
That's his name, which is funny because there's a video here with him on the Old Country Buffet.
Oh, yeah. It's like him doing that guy. Remember we were talking about the Country Buffet beef carver?
So that's funny that came back from last week. Is Dylan Hines abusing Bobby Fulton?
So someone commented on that saying they enjoy the Bobby Fulton discussions or references. You see that?
Was that Christmas?
No, it was some random dude on Instagram was like, I'm enjoying the Bobby Fulton references.
I don't believe that more than one person is enjoying
it was just
that.
someone came in the Instagram DM saying, I appreciate the Bobby Fulton references.
I didn't see that. She texted me recently and she said she was enjoying the...
Who doesn't?
Oh, someone doesn't.
Who?
Bobby Fulton.
He is not a listener.
How do you know?
I haven't seen him wearing the shirt out there. Look, wait to see him pop up somewhere.
Have you seen him anywhere?
I've tried to tune into the Big Time Collectibles, but it's always his son on there. Then I'm like, should I watch this? He started yelling at his dad in the background.
All right. Enough Bobby Fulton. Now we're talking about my daddy's popsicle and cotton candy. All right. You done? You ready to talk about this song? All right. We're talking about food. I'm hungry. Yeah. Cotton candy and popsicles in my mouth.
Yikes.
Producer on this track. We have a little different deal on here. We have Mike P. We have ICP. And we have Zug Island.
Yes. They're credited.
How can Zug Island be a producer?
They also, in the lyric sheets in the booklet, I need to look back now. Homies does give Twisted and ABK. So they have, an official featuring at the top underneath the title. So Twisted and ABK did on Homies as well, but because a lot of them voices that pop up, they don't have little.
They're not really featuring,
Yeah, but Zug Island is a full-fledged feature on this one.
This is a full Zug Island song.
I could see this on Cracked Tiles, I guess. I don't know.
Time on this track: 3 minutes and 42 seconds.
There it is.
Pretty hardy.
There's the Juggalo time we know.
It doesn't seem like it's that long. It seems like it goes by pretty quick.
Yeah.
Track number 13, as we said. Thank you, Taz. And then this can also be found on the 2006
Yes.
Wraith remix CD. We'll talk about that in a little bit. It's also on the Backyard Wrestling Psychopathic Records music sampler. Whatever the fuck that is.
Hey, we got that in the mail from Ninja B.
Oh, is that the same one?
Yeah, I think it's the same one.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because we were saying, it's coming up. The track's coming up.
Yeah, I thought there was more. I thought there were different songs on there, but maybe not. All right.
We'll cover that again.
Thank you, Rob, number 8. You see, didn't he post a picture recently?
Yeah,
of him
rocking
wearing?
Kevin Nash, and he's like, I remember that order because he's like, how did you know?
Only Kevin Nash order?
No, because it was from Colorado, wherever he was from, somewhere out that way. But he also ordered an Astronomicon shirt. I was like, super random. No one ever orders the Astronomicon shirt, so it was someone not even in the area. Just put 2 and 2 together.
Good brother.
Yeah, I'll have to send him a little goodie bag now. We'll go back and find his T-shirt size. It's on his
I
history.
know what it is. I sent him a shirt, so I know what it is. We got it under control. All right, features, as we said, Sin
Yes.
is on here. And then we also have some other people. We have Amy from the band Blush. We have Mona. We have Chris. And we have, as they say, or as you're about to say, lots of other ninjas and motherfuckers.
Yes. So you said they have Lynx Mona Kill. That's a full name.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you know who that is?
No.
Yeah, Lynx Mona Kill.
I assume someone in the band was bringing.
Musician
Around.
friend of theirs.
Yeah.
Amy from Blush. Chris Rodenberg. And a gang of hatchet men. Next door from the warehouse, let's see. We had Barry in there. We had Matt, Stefan, Jumpsteady. All of them ninjas. And then the song, okay, there it goes back to that. But so you have all the people singing on a chorus. The whole warehouse came in. So yeah, the whole lot of features on here.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Like that'd be fun to do, or have on your little resume that you did that. So lots of different voices. We'll hear those when we get to them. Did you want to talk about the samples, or do we talk about them when we get to them?
No, we should just talk about it here because they're kind of like randomly buried in there. We couldn't do though.
Talk about the news and notes of said song.
Yes, so we like to discuss where this thing was recorded, where it was done. This started at the Lotus Pod.
So let me write this down. It started at the Lotus Pod.
Yes,
Okay.
you don't know that, partially tracked at the Lotus Pod.
Then, it's partially done at the Lotus Pod. Oh, that's different than usual, right?
Then more ingredients were tossed into our Witch's Brew at Maxi Media Studios in Dallas, Texas. And then the song was mixed down at the Sound Kitchen in Nashville. Like blam. So we got a Lotus Pod, we got a Maxi Studio Dallas, and we got Nashville Kitchen. So yeah, I gotta make the infographic for the end of the season of where this all was.
So far, only like 2 songs have not been in Dallas, right?
Yeah, a big chunk were in Dallas. Handful in the middle here were in that Cherokee Studios in Vegas.
But by handful, like 2.
2 or 3. And then what was the other one? There was another Vegas studio that had 1 track.
Yeah.
And then some that were, I feel like, just in the Sound Kitchen. Yeah, but we'll go through it at the end. We'll get the infographic together. Yes.
All right. So what do you want to do?
Sure, we'll go over the samples here. So there's samples, but not like samples that you think of like making the beat. They're all just drops.
Yeah.
And sprinkled in the background. So when the beat kicks into more of a hip hop beat, that dun 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 dun, because I'm from Motown goes in there. The badder than bad part is from Public Enemy's Bring the Noise. And then there's a ha ha buried in there somewhere by Feel the Heartbeat from the Treacherous 3. And then Time to Get Busy in This Motherfucker is dropped. That's from Bathtub by Snoop Dogg. And then when there's the rant about eating beans, bean eating ass
motherfucker.
That's not listed anywhere. It could be someone in the warehouse cutting a promo.
It seems like something that they would pull from something random.
Yeah, it feels pulled, like a movie or something. But underneath it, there's a little background laugh, and that was from Operator's Choice by Mikey Dread, which is a banging ass track.
So random that just a laugh is in the background of that.
The Cause I'm From Motown, I believe that's also from something. I thought I seen it.
I thought Genius said that all of that came from like Dr. Dre.
Yeah, that's listed Dr. Dre, but I did not see that on the samples.
Well, samples aren't always right.
But let's see. Let's give it a little.
Little look-see. So, you sure that's Snoop Dogg, the time they get busy in this motherfucker? Because they have it credited to Dr. Dre.
I don't know if Snoop sang it, but it's on the track Bathtub by Snoop.
Gotcha.
I didn't even know if it was either of them. It just kind of sounded like they had someone sing, or they even sampled it from something.
That's usually the case.
Yeah. I didn't dig that much deeper because, like I said, there wasn't samples that we like to find. You know, the back when Mikey Clark was pulling the fuck was that band? Gong, all that shit. That was fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, these are just kind of drops that were pulled. Better Than Bad being the most recognizable from Bring the Noise.
I understand. All right. Well, we'll hit those when we get to them. We'll talk about them as they come up in the lyrics. So, it starts off. You ready, or are you still digging?
No, I'm ready.
All right. So we start off with Sin, ABK, and Violent J all hanging out.
Yeah. Nice
little party. Now, I want to ask this, but I'm going to skip for 2 seconds, and then we'll come back to the question.
Yeah.
So don't jump ahead. Sin, talking to his boys, says, "Go step to them bitches over there."
Yeah. It's the bitches that'll get you. We talked about I think season 1. Remember that track?
No.
By Joe Pesci?
Bitches
that'll get you.
We definitely played that for sure.
It's the only time like bitches doesn't feel very derogatory because it's coming from Joe Pesci. It sounds. Sounds normal.
It's normal. ABK, not wanting to step to them, says, "Fuck that. You go step to them bitches." Yeah. Sin says, "For what?"
That part makes me laugh.
Yeah. For what? Then Jay says, "Man, look out, y'all."
Very childhood schoolyard shit with this.
So that's where I want to go. And we'll get more into it. Maybe it'll change as we go along. Yeah. But how do you picture this song? Like, we talk about, what song was that? Was it $50?
Yeah.
Where we picture
talking about,
either they're
the
in
rich girl hanging out with the punks or whatever.
Yeah, like do you picture them like in a lunchroom or in a locker room or at a school dance or whatever? Like, I know these aren't supposed to be kids, but
I just picture them outside somewhere, summer day. I mean, outside of a mall or a bar or
a Dairy Queen.
A Dairy Queen, yeah. As we move along, yeah, maybe outside of a Dairy Queen. But yeah,
here we go. Well, maybe they're all coming out of Rock of Ages and they're just hanging out against the wall, just bullshitting, reading the Metro Times, smoking behind, and they're looking at King Kong.
It's true. It's a good distance to like, and you see the women out there getting their ice cream in the summer,
sitting at the little
picture tables on the side there.
All right, so this is what's happening.
The video, we're booking it outside Rock of Ages.
It'd be hilarious if we redid this. All right. So that's if anyone's been to Detroit, been to Rock of Ages, that's what we're picturing. You're outside a store, like you're hanging out like you're Jay and Silent Bob, but 100%. there's an ice cream store literally like 100 feet across.
Yeah, like you couldn't drive. You could get into the alley through Rock of Ages, I think. But they had like parking blocks maybe blocking it. But nonetheless, you could walk right to it. You could see it. You know,
it's literally like
parking lots connected, but there's parking blocks.
Yeah.
Too.
I mean, I don't know what I just said, but I mean those buildings are no more than 100 feet apart.
Right.
It's right there. So, this could be how Pittsburgh Steve and Christmas met.
Oh yeah.
Because she used to work at a Dairy Queen.
Yeah.
And I think he worked.
And he was trying to find bitches.
Yeah, yes. And he worked like right around there.
Yeah.
If he didn't work there, there's also a restaurant right across the street that is fairly popular. It's just like a Greasy Spoon, whatever. That's awesome. Breakfast food. So maybe this is him coming out and going to the Dairy Queen.
Yeah.
And that's where their love sparked. But then 20 years later, you see that they hate each other and that they leave nasty voicemails about each other. So,
which one is he? He's probably ABK. 100%.
That's why, because he says...
That's why he hates ABK so much, because...
He reminds him of himself?
Yeah.
His self-loathing...
Him punking out like a bitch.
Self-loathing Pittsburgh Steve. All right. Verse number 1. They go back and forth, but this one is mostly Violent J.
Mm-hmm.
So, you're thinking this is Jay walking up to this girl and talking.
Yeah, as it leads into it, that's what we're assuming.
Yeah. Not to, bury the lead, but yeah, he's saddling up to this girl and trying to talk to her. Wibble wobble, Bumbleboo. I'm Violent J. Nice to meet you.
It's fun.
Also, we say this every fucking week, but this song is so layered that after every line, there is something in the background.
Yeah.
There's a little, I'm Violent J, nice to meet you, and you hear a hi in the background. Every line has that.
Yeah.
So, to tie into that and to go back a second, my memory of this, my recent memory of this, it was a while ago now, it was for Astro. When Christmas was in town, we were listening to this specifically because knowing that we were going to be talking about it, and we were pulling all of those little bullshit words that you could hear
in the background.
And there's a couple at the end that we were laughing at, did he just say that? And we would rewind it, and I remember driving to Astronomicon, and we were just dying laughing about.
Are these
that
your notes in here? The little
no.
Oh, they're already in there.
Those are all in there.
They're correct though as you're going through.
They seemed pretty correct. There could be more, but they seemed correct. And I also didn't look to see if they were in, because sometimes those are in the booklet, but sometimes they're not. So, all right, Wibble wobble, Bumbleboo. I'm Violent J. Nice to meet you. Hop and jump the cherry pump.
Fuck's that mean?
Is it the pump that has
spray the little...
Spray the shit?
Yeah. This doesn't have those.
Doesn't have them. So then she, the girl, who I believe is Amy from Blush, she sings, cherry syrup on ice cream. Cherry syrup on ice cream.
Sounds delicious.
So, he's just talking hop and jump the cherry pump.
Yeah.
So maybe... Her
voice... synonymous in this era with Juggalo shit. I don't even listen to Blush ever. So to me, that voice is like a staple of these songs from this time frame for sure.
So she likes cherry syrup on ice cream.
Yeah.
So do I. I wouldn't go for that. I mean, I would have it, but
syrup. I like the dip.
Where it freezes.
Dip the cone, you have a hard cherry outside. That's really good.
I don't. That's too much.
Oh, I love that.
Well, she likes cherry syrup.
Yeah.
So that's simple enough. We're talking about ice cream. What you say? I buy you some? So she's just sitting there and he's offering, I'll buy you some.
Gentleman.
What'd you say?
He's a gentleman.
He's a gentleman.
Yeah.
Violent J is a gentleman.
Yeah. Coming to buy her a nice snack. It's nice.
What's your name, bitch? Where are you from?
Yeah, just how slang word they use nowadays.
You know me, but don't be scared.
Yeah.
She says, bloody hands are weird.
It's real funny.
Bloody hands are weird.
Yeah, the way she sings it.
Does he literally have bloody hands?
Maybe it's the cherry syrup. I mean, he's talking about hitting the cherry pump. Maybe he's got it all over his hands.
Possible.
She shouldn't jump to conclusions about him.
You know me. That's hilarious. But so he's assuming that she knows who he is.
Yeah. Like the celebrity status, or knows him from around town?
I would assume celebrity status. Because that's how she knows he has bloody hands.
Yeah. He's known for the bloody hands?
I don't know. He's known for the fingernail hands.
The big fingernails. What a weird era that was.
So she doesn't like the bloody hands.
Yeah.
Don't front, girl. You like us thugs. Very scary, carny scrubs. And in the background, it goes, whoop, whoop, whoop. This is funny. What's the next line?
I don't have it here. Well, you go ahead.
You don't want no Richie.
Yeah.
Slur.
Slur, insert slur here. A hard F on that one.
Yeah. She comes back, and this doesn't make sense, but it's in the lyric book, which again makes me think that the person who wrote that just listened and didn't really know what they were saying. She says, I think of Shaggy when he tags it.
Yeah.
Shouldn't it be... So he's saying, let's go back. He's saying, don't front you like us.
The scrubbies, no rich guy.
You don't want no rich guy. Think of... Shouldn't she be saying, like, I'll think of Shaggy when you tag it, or I think of Shaggy when he...
I always heard when he tags it. I get what you mean, though. It should say, like, when you...
who?
Like, if it's a conversation between the two of them, she should be saying when you tag it.
She thinks of Shaggy when Shaggy? Yeah.
When Jay, because she's talking to Jay. They're already in intercourse at this point.
So now he's banging her at the what do you call it? At the King Cone?
Yeah, it just jumps into them already. Like they're already been having it because she thinks of Shaggy winning. Like it's multiple times it's happened the way she describes it.
So she's thinking of Shaggy when she's with Jay?
Yeah.
Or is she thinking of Shaggy when she's with Shaggy?
No, when she's with Jay, because Jay's the one rapping to her. That's what she's talking about. That's how I took it as.
So then he says, that's all good, I'll hook you up.
Yeah. He's totally fine. He's totally fine that she's daydreaming about Shaggy. So he says, you know what? I'll give you the real thing.
But see, that's what makes me think that's not it. Because then Shaggy comes in. He must be right behind her.
Yeah.
Now they're both talking to her. Send your shit, I'll look you up. You met they... Okay, I'm sorry. That's all good, I'll hook you up. He says, send your shit, I'll look you up. Jay says he will. Mm. So now Shaggy's talking. But Shaggy says, you met Jay, though. He goes first. Yeah, because that's like how it works. So he's saying, Shaggy's saying, hey, you met Jay.
He gets first dibs on you, which is so disgusting.
In a nicer way of like, hey, we're both interested in you, but he talked to you first, so I'm going to step back and allow Jay to court you.
Yeah, sure, that's what it is.
They're not doing.
They just assume she's just a horrible slut when it's both of them.
Well, we'll get to that in a second. But that makes me think that she doesn't. I think of Shaggy when he. See, that still doesn't make sense.
I mean, in the way the story's going, more should be like, I think of Shaggy if you... I'll think of Shaggy if you tagged it, because at this point they haven't had intercourse. Correct. It doesn't make any sense.
You said exactly what I thought.
Yeah.
I'll think of Shaggy when you tag it. Like, I'm not even interested in you. I'll let you, but I'm thinking about Shaggy.
Though it's more like if we did the music video, and obviously they walk across, they're talking, I could see you breaking the wall, the break of the fourth wall. I could see her doing that. She just looks at the camera and goes, I'll think of Shaggy when he tags it. Like, she's talking to us in this scenario. That's because the way she pops in, she's not really, it almost sounds like she's just a voice in the ether talking. So she's looking at us and saying, I think of Shaggy when he tags it. And then she goes back to him. Like, she's not saying that to Jay, though I guess he responds to it.
Yeah, he does say, that's all good, I'll hook you up.
But that's kind of how I feel. Maybe that's
also,
the vibe of it.
I thought he was just buying her ice cream. So what is
fast?
Yeah, what is the tagging? I don't understand what that is. That's all good. I'll hook you up. Yeah, I'll buy you the ice cream.
Yeah.
So I don't know what she's. Well,
maybe
about.
Like a tag. Oh, he's gonna write with his great penmanship.
Don't stop doing that. No.
Right, the big violent J, wicked clowns never die. With the cherry syrup and the ice cream.
It's great handwriting he's got. So let's go back to this is what we were laughing about when we listened to this. You met Jay, though. He goes first. Yeah, because that's like how it works. In the background, he says, slut. Yeah. Like, she wants to accommodate and let you buy her ice cream, and you're calling her slut. Just not even like hidden, just slut. Just angry.
Just the whole scenario of, well, Jay met you, so he has to have sex with you first. Like, it's just the whole thing's just disgusting the way it's coming down.
I don't see it like that. I see it as two people meet a girl in a bar and, hey, you two were talking, I'm gonna let you guys.
He goes first. What does that mean? Goes on a date with her first? Sees if they're compatible?
Yeah.
That's what he's saying?
I think so. I can put aside my axe. Hatchet. He's like, corrects him. Nope. It's a hatchet, not an axe. It's not an axe, man.
Yeah, I mean, that is his buddy.
Give your butt a couple smacks. When he says slip slappy in the background. Once you let me all up in, you're lucky if we'll meet again. So he's once she eats the ice cream, that'll just be the one time thing.
Yeah, maybe just like in the car to sit down and enjoy the ice cream together.
It's just the one time thing.
Yeah,
That's fine. You can't eat ice cream all the time.
it's true.
So, all right. Pre-chorus, you have a little hook, which we determined is probably a drop from something.
Yeah, the voice sounds like a movie or a TV show.
Also, I always assume this to be a guy saying it.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
But the lyrics don't really make sense for being a guy, do they?
No.
So
Yeah, I'm curious where it came from.
But the fuck you is definitely like from, we'll call it the group.
Yeah.
Right? That's not part of the drop. That could be the ninjas
all yelling it together.
Yeah.
For sure.
So then Sin does the chorus. Very sing-songy. I like it. And I'm not going to try to sing this, but I don't want a lemon Ben and Jerry baby.
I never heard that, the Ben and Jerry.
I hear Ben and Jerry.
I don't even know what lemon.
I don't want a lemon Ben and Jerry baby.
It's like a lemon belly.
It is like it when you read it, it's different, but he definitely says.
Yeah, I could hear it now that I'm reading it, but when I first would listen to it, I just assumed it was some sort of like a lemon treat, just made up name.
So I think a lot of them are. You're right. Because I don't want a lemon Ben and Jerry baby. Don't you want it? And the don't you want it is like a trailing off sentence on all three that comes into the last one. So I don't want a Tropicana dairy baby. Mm-hmm. Don't you wanna? I don't want a coconut a flurry baby.
I like the coconut a flurry, the way he says it.
Man, coconut flurry sounds good. Don't you want to mix cotton candy and popsicles?
Yeah.
Why would you mix cotton candy and popsicles? I mean, I would have them both separately.
Yeah, flavored cotton candy flavored popsicle is delicious. Just get those off the ice cream truck, or like the bubblegum flavored one. Oh, those are fun. Though you have the split though. You have the ninjas in the ninjas in the warehouse all yelling cotton candy, and all the
girls,
the two ladies, I guess, according to the book, yelling popsicles.
Popsicles.
It's fun. I'll
It
give
is. I'm very.
Sin's got a good voice. I like that Sin voice.
I do like that Sin voice. All right, so now we have Shaggy talking to the. We assume the same girl, but it could be him talking to a different girl.
It's true. It's good. Like if it was a video, I think you'd have someone else cast. This would be a whole separate scenario. I would view it as.
Maybe, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Shaggy talking to the girl. You're from Dallas, Texas, right? You must be, girl. You look tight. Plus, you rock a grip of ass. And she says, thank you, Shaggy.
Sweet ass.
Sweetness.
I said sweet ass.
Well, Shaggy says.
Where was this recorded again?
It started in Thy Lotus Pod and then went to
Dallas, right?
Yeah.
Maybe Shaggy, like we said, was in Dallas. Wrote this line about some girl he met in Dallas.
It's possible.
Probably
after that wrestling show.
Could have been.
Thank you, nothing. Let me hit it. So she thanks him, and he's just like, no.
He just wants a bite of her popsicle or ice cream, whatever she's enjoying.
Nibbling on. Truffle Shuffle Waffle Biscuit. Whatever that was we ate cost me like $13.58. So he's already fed her.
Yeah.
So,
Truffle Shuffle Waffle Biscuit sounds good, whatever that is.
I picture that being just, well, obviously, like he doesn't know the name of it.
Right,
I'm picturing like
something that was crazy.
They're at a IHOP, like the Rudy Tooty Fresh and Fruity, and he's just like, I don't know what the fuck. It's just whatever that was we ate.
Rudy Tooty Fresh and Fruity.
But it cost me like $13.58.
I'm gonna get me some Tutti Frutti. You know what that's from?
No.
Devil's Rejects. They stopped to get ice cream when they're on the run.
What about Mean Gene singing Tutti Frutti?
That's not the ice cream though. They're actually getting.
If you were wondering,
yes,
$13.58 in 2002 is now, with inflation, over $23.
Axe did that.
Axe did that?
The stickers they pass out.
Billy O'Bay did that?
Still their best gimmick. Makes no sense really, but it's funny.
Well, you know what they didn't do? Call me back.
Call me back, bitch.
All right, where am I? I lost my page.
Yeah, cost me about $13.58. So it was, that's an expensive ice cream even then though. $13 to $23.
This truffle shuffle waffle biscuit cost him nowadays $25.
Yeah. I was thinking of, I believe it was the Ben and Jerry Stephen Colbert ice cream. It's called like American Dream or waffle. It's waffle pieces covered in chocolate and like a caramel swirl ice cream. Is delicious.
Nice.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
I'm thinking, have you had the ice cream nachos?
No.
So they have we talked about this here?
No, I'm thinking of the Choco Taco though. That was my boy.
I've never had that.
Chachi Taco.
That's Andrew and your brother fucking drunk as fuck.
That was me and Andrew and my brother.
Yeah, they have. It's like they take the waffle cone, but they make them in circles like nachos, and they put them in the tray and they pour ice cream and syrup on them, so they're like nachos. It's real good. And I know they have them at King Cone.
Okay, I haven't been to King Cone for ages.
Yeah, neither have I really, but I know they have them.
Yeah.
Anyways, he spent upwards of $26 in today's money on either on both of their meals or on just on hers. But if it was on both, that's not bad.
No, it's still brutal. Ice cream's always cheap.
Yeah, if it's ice cream, yes. But maybe this was like a, did you ever go to the Breakfast Club or something like a delicacy breakfast where it's like a big waffle with the tall.
Yeah, truffles are a fancy restaurant always too. So overrated truffles.
I've never had one.
Just like the truffle like fries and stuff. You don't need all that.
No. So he's complaining about the money. She says, Sugar Bear, I'm worth all that. Sugar Bear being his character in Big Money Hustlers.
Yeah.
So this shows that they know who they are. The girls know who they are.
It's true.
She calls him Sugar Bear. Bitch, I'll smack you, call me that. And she's taken aback. She's aghast. What? Call me Shay. I know you'd love this. I can already hear you as I was doing this.
Popping for this whole line.
Call me Shaggy, Southwest Thug, Juggalo, Isle of Zug.
Isle of Zug always gets me too. Love that.
So he doesn't want to be known for his character. He's just he wants to know her as a human being. He wants her to see behind the paint.
This is a shell of a used up man.
So he's just telling her, hey, this is who I am.
Yeah.
I'm not Sugar Bear. My name is Shaggy Two Dope.
My name is Shaggy Two Dope, a Southwest Thug.
I'm from Zug Island.
No, he's from the Isle of Zug.
In the industrial waste zone.
The industrial wasteland.
Jay pops in just out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Do him what you did to me with your tongue ring and your teeth.
Yeah.
Again, I don't know what this has to do with eating ice cream. She says, only when in private.
Yeah. Maybe she somehow like shot the ice cream through the tongue ring.
Never look at me and do that again. Never, ever. That's why I don't make eye contact with you. Jay questions, you think I want to see his dick? Psh, peace. So now they're must be talking about something else. Shaggy says, put your candy down. Let me show your tongue around. Here's my popsicle and balls. Get on your knees and go for yours.
Right to the point.
So
popsicle and balls is real funny.
So let's just go back now and realize that this whole song is talking about dick and balls.
Yes. Dick and unshaved.
It doesn't have to be unshaved.
Well, yeah, because it's the candy. You gotta get around the cotton candy, right?
Cotton candy. No, that's a whole nother song.
But it's the same reference.
Yeah, but he says in that song that it's not. Fuck me. I can't believe we're doing this. It's the.
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm even entertaining this conversation. Do I have to look up the lyrics to Cotton Candy?
Are you insinuating that it's not the...
And now you need to say it. Say it. Say it.
I was assuming the cotton candy was the pubic hair down there.
I don't think it's necessarily the case. I think it's everything. It's not
the whole female anatomy down there.
I believe so. Man, looking at lyrics online that are not on Genius, we haven't done this in so many years. My name is Jay. The kids call me Jiggy Pants.
Jiggy Pants.
Not the lyrics. Oh God. Yeah. Now I just want to like run back through these, but it's not about the hair.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah, I guess maybe I'm just thinking that because of Shaggy talks about he doesn't like it being hairy when he goes down there.
Man. See, oh fuck.
Am I right?
Yeah, we're both right a little bit. Obviously understood what we're talking about.
Yeah.
But now looking back at the Cotton Candy lyrics, Shaggy says, and I quote, I don't even know where to start. There's so many good lines here. And bitch, you got enough cotton here to go around. Now some bitches want to go and shave the cotton off.
See, that's what I'm thinking of.
Straight to the candy. Oh. I'm with it. I won't get lost. Okay.
So it's both.
That's why I bring the clip. We need to do this song. That's why I bring the clippers with me. They come in handy when you fuck around with the cotton candy. So, yeah, obviously, we're picturing 1970s fucking Bush.
Yeah.
Where it's like you have to.
Hand.
It's like how many corn dogs been to the cotton patch, and you
got
gotta,
a new attitude. Little guitar kicks in.
And you gotta like part the hair and all that shit. Like, yeah, obviously that's what the picture is. But it's a double. That could be the cotton, but the candy.
The candy.
But this is where I'm going with that, which didn't make any sense. When Shaggy says, "Put your candy down," I understand where he's like, "Let me show your tongue," or like he's saying, "Okay, you're blowing me right now." Popsicle and balls is great. Like, why couldn't you come up with like a different line for that?
Something witty to match a popsicle.
Yeah. But put your candy down. It's not like she's holding it in her hand.
Yeah, I think he's not even thinking of the cotton candy reference at that point. He's just thinking like, oh, we're talking about candy and ice cream, and so I'll just say put the candy. Yeah.
So he forgot what the song was about.
He forgot the cotton candy reference. For anyone at home wondering what we're even talking about, cotton candy.
Oh my God!
Tunnel of Love. You know, it might be like you said, someone just listens to ICP.
Yes, I'm sorry. I apologize.
We jumped in, but
the past 10 minutes we've been talking about the song "Cotton Candy" from Tunnel of Love.
Yes.
Sorry that
just
we
in
didn't.
Case.
Yeah. If you don't know that song, please go listen to
Cousin Aaron's playlist. He drafted it.
He drafted Cotton Candy?
Yeah, that was his sex song.
We talked about how vulgar it was. I thought there was something else that he did that was vulgar.
I think you thought he took Super Balls during it, so maybe you're getting confused still.
Yeah, I did get those confused.
How I remember just the small things like that, and I forget what I even did 2 hours ago.
Yeah, I understand. I still am aghast that Jay is sitting there and he's right over his shoulder.
Popping up.
So, again, is this the same girl from before? Or is this just happened to be a girl that Shaggy is talking to that Jay has already been with?
I think it's that because she is not confirmed to give it up to Jay in the first verse.
So let's go. I'll take you a step further.
Yeah.
In the first verse, you suggest that Jay is talking to a girl that Shaggy has already slept with. In this verse, you are suggesting that Shaggy is talking to a girl that Jay has already slept with.
No, I didn't think she slept with Shaggy. I think she was breaking the fourth wall and saying that if she had sex with Jay, she would think about Shaggy. That's what I was saying. But she's never confirmed that she would have sex with Jay one way or the other than that line saying, I would think of Shaggy when he hit it.
Okay. I'm just wondering why they went to those girls and not to the to the sure
The
things.
two that make sense.
Jay should have gone to the girl that he's already been with. Shaggy should have gone to the girl that wants him.
Dreaming of them. Maybe they're different types, you know. Shaggy likes.
I don't know. That's why
Shaggy likes some fat, stuffy 300. His descriptions are always.
Come here, cutie. What's the song where it just like it increases?
Whiskers are tickling my balls.
It's the song where it started at like 700 pounds and ended up at like 900 pounds.
Fatter, yeah. Yeah, maybe they just weren't their types.
All right. Well, Jay is trying to hook his boy up and coach her into doing a certain act.
Sounds like a pimp almost.
With your tongue ring and your teeth.
Yes.
Seems strange, but she doesn't want to do it out on Ford Road. Only one in private.
Only in private.
Jay's like, you think I want to see his dick? I've already seen it a million times.
100%.
Here, let me show you what. Let me show you what I think you should do.
Ketamine Jay would for sure show.
Jesus, wow, that's not where I was going with that at all. But fuck.
I mean, that's the gimmick now, right?
What are you need to stop before
It's getting late.
Pre-chorus.
Yes.
This is a female voice, not the same one, right? Or is this a sample?
I thought it was Sin saying it over and over again.
No, Sin says.
Oh yeah, I think it's the same voice that says the same voice who does the bean eating ass.
No, that's not the same one. But now I'm confused. No, it's a different voice because Sin says, sister, can I offer you some?
Yeah, you're right.
So it's a female voice, whether it's one of the girls on the track or it's a sample.
Yeah.
So she is insinuating. Who is she talking to? Herself or to her friend?
It's just the voice in her head. Voices. I have voices in my head that tell me to suck his dick.
Oh, legitimate pop. Oh, if Randy Orton was at JCW, that's what his song would be.
Remake it.
I can't top that. We have to move on. Sin does the chorus again twice.
Changed it up though.
Yeah, is that a typo or is that
that's true because I remember him saying the blue banana cherry baby.
Oh, and the watermelon cherry, but Tropicana berry.
Tropicana berry baby and Tropicana dairy baby in the second word.
That could be a typo.
Yeah, that could go either way, but there you go. It's the official.
Say what? Cotton candy and popsicles.
I think a drum kicks in heavy in this double chorus too. What he's doing is like it's real fast. Little pig gets give the pig some. He gets on it.
That's not on the second one.
I thought it's on this chorus here.
That part.
Yeah, I thought it kicks in the double time chorus.
And then you get the bridge of like 18 different fucking things. You have Legs Diamond saying southwest side.
Fine with that.
Bitch.
Yeah. Then it kicks into like a more of a hip hop beat.
I never even thought about what this was saying. Yeah. Never. I was just like, it was just in the background of like, dun 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 dun. Like it could have not even been words. I didn't know there were words.
I've always caught the cousin from Motown, and I never really, like you said, listen to and catch the better than bad part.
Never. I couldn't even tell you that was the thing. Yeah,
the cousin from Motown. It looks like it apparently is from that same Snoop song.
Man, he does, according to the lyrics, have those different things. The Tropicana Dairy Baby and the Tropicana Berry Baby.
When they do the double chorus here, I feel like you kind of could tell from Berry to Dairy because he's,
It's weird that they wouldn't change the whole thing, though. Like, I don't know. Don't know what to tell you.
Blue banana sherry, baby. Like, what the hell's that? Like a sherry, like wine?
Maybe.
Sounds tasty.
Now that's saying... Yeah. I guess it is. So yeah, on both of those, and then then it repeats again after your little breakdown.
kicks back into the rocking song, the Zug Island vibes.
Then yeah, he does that again. Sin does it again.
Yeah.
The cotton candy and popsicles. So yes, to tie back to the meaning of the song, perhaps, I don't want a watermelon cherry flurry. I don't want a blue banana, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't want Ben and Jerry's. I would like to mix your cotton candy and my popsicle. So,
as we said multiple times on this, I feel like this is one of the ones that Jay said, we'll save that for the 6.
Oh, for sure.
That's 100%. For sure. They, at some point, it was like, oh, we got the cotton candy. What would we call a man's penis? We'll call it a popsicle. What if we did a song about those two things getting combined?
He's like, slow down. This won't fit on Great Malenko. Let's hold off on that. Let's put a pin in that and
put in the vault.
And circle back and take this offline, and we'll talk about that for the 6th, because that's got fucking my name written all of it.
Thank God you did, because the Zug Island vibes made it something, made it fun.
Maybe at some point in 2001 they tried to do this, and the lead singer of Perpetual Hype Engine was doing this, and he's like, this just doesn't feel right. Yeah. Or they did this in '95, but it was like Project Born. And they're like, this just doesn't feel right. Let's shelf it for now.
Yeah.
Sin came along, and they're like, hey baby, do you want some?
I mean, he's got that sensual, silky voice, so it just was perfect.
So I can see that they saved it.
Yeah.
You never know. Can you imagine? They probably legitimately tried to have like a Rude Boy do it. They're like, we need like a real singer on this. We can't just have this bullshit. All right. So. Oh, Lord.
Hey, bless you.
And then we got a little outro, which I know you're very happy about.
This for sure. Talk about thing joking around. This for sure had to been saved for the 6th. You think they would use this somewhere about down the line?
Yeah. How did this take so long?
I thought
you were. I know that you're all hard about it.
Oh, you don't enjoy it?
I'm not saying I don't.
I'm just the outro. So everyone screams the cotton candy and popsicles, and then the last one hits, and it has a little dreamy fade out, and you get the old local Detroit commercial from the 70s. Everyone, boomer generation, grew up on this one.
Let's start over.
Yeah.
The Insane Clown Posse.
Yes.
Well, I don't know why you're laughing. I haven't even started my sentence.
I know what you're doing.
The Insane Clown Posse, while performing live, is known to throw a cheap pop known as Faygo. And they have made it their gimmick. They have done merch about it. If you've watched Shockumentary, they talk about how...
I was trying to remember what Legs Diamond says. He's like, we do that Mountain Dew, expensive, cheap ghetto.
We're their best customers. They love us.
They
don't give us a discount.
They send us a Christmas card, but they don't want to be affiliated with us.
So, yes, if you're wondering why ICP is synonymous with Faygo, Faygo is a soda pop from the Detroit area. Yes. And has nothing to do with anything in the song.
I mean, it fits because the candies and the sweets and sugars and
dicks
colors
and balls and
I'm just saying, it's a lot of... It's like Candyland, It's got all that bright colors and sugar, and what's brighter and sugarier than a Faygo? They got all the flavors, they got all the colors.
This
sugar out the ass, you get diabetes if you're drinking it.
This song makes you think Candyland a little different now that we know what candy is.
It's true.
Candyland.
What were we saying?
You were talking about Faygo and the sample.
This is a TV commercial from 70s local Detroit, maybe Ohio, right? Maybe it would blend it down there, but Detroit for sure. They call it, what do they call it? The Faygo boat song, because it has the conductor on the boat, like the wand or whatever, like having everyone sing along. So People around here for sure, like folks in their 50s through 70s, all fucking know this video. I feel like this is like synonymous.
You don't
locally.
remember this being on TV?
No, this is before my time for sure. You?
No, fuck no, Jesus.
Yeah, like
people in their 50s or 70s, you asshole.
50 through 70s, I said. Late 50s.
What do you how old do you think I am?
You asked me, so I asked you, but maybe they had it going through the 80s too. I don't know. I'm just saying, when you talk to folks like the Kobo shirt that we have, old timers, sirs love it. They always say, "Oh, the air conditioned Kobo." This video, I feel like if you talk about Faygo, you're drinking a Faygo, and you pass an old timer around, Uncle Terry of sorts, they know the Faygo boat song. Like,
should have asked Uncle Terry about that.
100%.
My daddy's favorite Faygo flavor is the cola, perhaps the grape.
My daddy, Bobby Fulton, he don't call it pop, he calls it soda.
I tell him, fuck you, old man.
I say, you speak up again, I'll hit you with that soda. Oh. Anyways.
You spill another drop of that soda pop, I'll launch you straight across. Like the Midnight Express threw you across that ring in 1982. I'll make your beating of Arn Tully make it look like nothing when I'm done with you.
Leave that man alone.
Let that old man live his life. All right, so that's a sample from the Faygo commercial.
I don't own the 45 of this yet. I've always wanted to pick up. It's dirt cheap. It's like $2.
You need it. This is what you're going to do. You're going to buy it. You're going to look for it right now, and you're going to buy it.
Yeah, I need it in the collection. The Faygo Boat 45. You know what I need in the 45 collection? The old Bober Brazil 45. He recorded in Big Time Wrestling days.
Did I just see that Cabana was selling a Funk 45 that I've never seen before? I think it was Terry Funk.
There's an Abbey one, too, of him in Japan singing. That shit's cool.
Something random that I saw recently, and I'm like, oh, do you even know about that? It was just totally out of nowhere, so... All right. Oh man, we still have a lot to talk about. Fuck, I thought we were almost done. Yeah, I was kind of done.
I mean, the remix, it's there. That's really all we need to say about it.
So yes, the remix version came out on the, what do you call it? Remix, Wraith remix album. 4 minutes and 9 seconds as opposed to the 3 minutes and 42 seconds. Right. So you added a little bit here,
which is funny because you remove the Faygo song at the end.
You do. Is this wrong? See, again, I hate that I don't have my notes. It doesn't start with, maybe it does, but it's very low. So again, we talk about this every week with the remix. Some of the remixes you can clearly tell are like, you can hear things better, or they're mixed up, or like, you're moving bits and pieces. Like they did a good job of cutting and pasting shit. But this one, they just have like that, like go step to them bitches at the beginning, and it's real low, and it's just like, it's muddy. Yeah. Like the lyrics are not clear.
Yeah, I think that goes to whatever quality they received.
Although there is one part, and I could be wrong, so if it is, I'll take this out, where they do a good job, because I listened to so many of the remixes today that I don't remember, that they did like cut the music to make like one part more clear. I think it was to put your candy down and let you show your tongue around. Yeah. I could be mixing it up with another song though, but to be honest, I don't know if I hate this. No? I don't know. Now I want to listen to it because I don't. Yeah, I guess it's like that. It's got that weird like, boom, bang, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. It's got like a weird. Yeah. Yeah, it's not the original. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Fucking. I mean, better than the first Filthee Immigrants song that's popped up in here. Yeah. It does end different. We could discuss that because they take that because of a Motown thing and put that on the back end as opposed to like breaking up the chorus. So that's something different they played with. Whoever annotates these in Genius is so fucking lazy. Speed Pants. Is that your name?
Speed Pants.
Is that really who you are? Fucking Speed Pants. It's just so fucking lazy that they could just copy and paste from the original and mix and move.
Right.
But they don't. They just retype it, but wrong.
It looks all off.
Yeah. I love that they put the slut part in there just in quotation marks. So, annoying. But, yeah, the remix is there. There's nothing really different about it.
Yeah, nothing new. Nothing added.
No, just mixing up things a little bit, but it's there.
Yeah, it's fine. It's not lovable or hateable. Mike P still undefeated on his Goldberg streak. Maybe he's got a little tie in there. Maybe he's got a draw.
Yeah, he's got some close ones,
Yeah.
but there's some coming up that he may have.
No one's cattle prodded him yet.
He's got some coming up that could take him down. I don't know. We got some heavy hitters coming up in the remix version. I think that's why I'm getting confused, because I just was listening to the remixes today.
Yeah.
And the next couple, we got some good people. So some bangers. So we'll see. But we're not talking about those. We are talking about Cotton Candy and Popsicles. How do you feel about this track overall, notwithstanding the remix?
This would be the third single, I would say, if you had to pick a single off of the album. It's definitely a standalone track.
It is.
I don't know if I like it as much as the other singles. It's funny because it's not a single at all. It never had a...
what would you call the other singles? Homies and...
Crossing Thy Bridge.
So you're jumping ahead. Okay.
Yeah. I'm just saying those are the two official singles.
Right.
This one feels like it could have been, but it's just funny because it wasn't ever... one of the online releases. It wasn't a CD single. It didn't get any of that push on that, but I feel like it could have been.
I mean, it was on the Backyard Wrestling.
It's true.
Music sampler.
I enjoy it. It's goofy. Sometimes it's just dumb, like the popsicle and balls. But it's a fun sing along, goofy ass track. Sin's fun. Juggalo jamming. I'm cool with it. And the Fago outro, awesome.
Yeah. I love it.
Yeah. It's right in your wheelhouse, I feel like, for this shit.
It doesn't fit the, how do you want to say, the story of the Wraith.
Maybe that's what is my big hang up too on it. Like, I like it more, I think I like it more in this setting. We actually had to sit with it on its own. But when you listen to the complete opposite of every other track we've covered, I feel like this and Homies, I guess, has it. But we were like, I don't want to listen to Ain't Your Business or We Belong by Ourselves, but when you listen to the album, it's fine. This one, I'm like, I don't know if I want to listen to it on the album, but I could totally listen to it on itself. Like you said, it doesn't fit. It's fine. It has the vibes, and like Mike P's production makes it fit, but it doesn't. Especially when you had like these
serious songs
that all kind of like tell the Wraith mythology. This one's
it's definitely bookended between a song about belonging when you don't belong with other groups and crossing the bridge. It's stuck between two pretty serious songs.
Yeah, but it's funny. It's one of the first ones that can stand on its own outside of the Homie single so far.
Yeah.
And maybe the first track, the Welcome to the Show.
But I love this song. Not every song in a Joker's card has to fit. You know what I mean? Like I'm just thinking like Great Malenko, right? Not every song is about the fucking guy with the bird and the one eye. Like the song with fucking Snoop Dogg. Is that the Shaggy Show?
The Jekyll,
that's a Jekyll. The fuck, combine both.
I mean, all the Joker's cards up to this one, I feel like didn't even try to be as they. There was a little bit. The intro was, and maybe not even the outro really. Like just an album, but this one was like put together as like a single.
Is it though?
I mean, it's not, but that's what it was.
The last couple are, but the whole CD isn't. So I don't think we should hold that to a different standard.
No, I'm not holding. I'm just saying, as we've covered this is more enjoyable and a standalone than it has been the other ones.
Okay. I'm not disagreeing. I don't want you to hold back on liking it because it doesn't fit the mythology.
No, that's not holding me back. I like it.
Hey, the Wraith needs to get his dick
upper
and
lower.
balls touched and blown.
How do you know the Wraith's a man?
Wow.
He's an entity of. I don't think he's non-binary.
Don't make me. You keep talking. Whatever you were gonna say.
Well, I don't know what I was saying. I was gonna say I'd put this upper lower. It's behind maybe 4 or 5 tracks on my list, but
I'm jumping ahead. Always uninvited, unrespected. Sometimes he creeps. Other times he's expected. He hangs out in bad neighborhoods up at the park.
Yeah.
They will strike in broad daylight, but they prefer the dark. So that could just be a sign of the times of 2002. But at that time,
the Wraith had a dick. He had a popsicle.
he remains nameless, but we call him the Wraith.
That's a great track.
I know we're jumping ahead, but goddamn, pal. Now we're talking. Should we edit that whole song to be more politically correct? All right. So, yes. What were we talking about? Dick and balls?
Enjoying cotton candy and popsicles.
If you had to pick between the two, which one do you need? Which one do you want? Which one do you like better?
I would take the cotton candy with the popsicle.
I don't like cotton candy.
I do like cotton candy. It's very sugary, yeah. I'm not a big sweets guy, but when I eat like candy, I'm like, give me like the super sour, super sweet stuff over chocolates. I like dark chocolate though.
What does that have to do with cotton candy or popsicles?
We were saying if I like cotton candy, and I was like, yeah, I like it. It's very sugary. I like very sugary.
I don't like it. It gets in your mouth and it just melts, and then like your fingers are all gross.
If you got to the Curb Your Enthusiasm where you get the where he is eating some cotton candy, have you gotten to that one yet?
No.
I don't want to spoil it. It's a good one.
Is it the same as Uncle Junior eating cotton candy? Because that one I've watched recently and it's great.
No, Larry David's got a funny episode for that.
Down south of the border.
They're playing golf. He's like, what? Fuck, I'm not.
Oh, that episode is so... It doesn't matter how many times I've seen it or seen clips of it. I still die and laughing.
Yeah, the way he sings it on the golf course, it just makes the jokes so funny.
I don't get down to Boca enough.
I get down to Boca.
Boca
means
mouth.
Oh.
There you go.
They had to have done that on purpose.
Boca Raton.
Yeah.
Rat mouth.
Is that what it means, rat mouth?
So, and they're all talking about the rat in that episode too.
Sopranos got some deep shit like that for sure.
Yeah. The podcast is good, but Christopher, Michael Imperioli is just so into like all the music and the weird, just like, but it's funny kind of hearing them bicker.
Yeah.
Like it's worth a listen. So.
Where I left off, I feel like it was like early stage of COVID, and just them being like, man, this shit's fun. I don't know if we're gonna be doing this next week. They're like, I don't know if the world will be around. They're like just so like scared.
I mean, that is like, it's funny listening to shit back then.
Yeah, it was good.
In the middle of you talking about something, I was gonna change the cotton candy and popsicles to, if you will, which of the other two did you like? But I couldn't even bring myself to say it out loud. So I think we were done with cotton candy and popsicles, right? But if you want to tell us what you enjoy, do you enjoy the cotton candy? Do you enjoy the popsicles?
Mm-hmm.
Save other comments for our Tunnel of Love season. But for right now, we're just talking straight cotton candy and popsicles. What do you think? What do you think of this track? What do you think of its meanings? Or, you know.
If you're an old timer from this area, did you remember the the Fago Boat song? Let us know.
Can you picture this being outside of Rock and Ages? And if you can, then you're going to hit us up on social media and you're going to tell us all about what you think. So you're following us on Facebook X, Instagram, TikTok, or Threads at JuggaloRWD. You're using the hashtag Wraith Rewind with all of your pictures and stories about thy Wraith.
Thy Wraith.
Don't forget, wherever you listen, to rate, review, and subscribe. You know that the ratings help us. We like to see, 5-star reviews. They help.
Haven't had a full write-up on Apple in a while. Come on. Where you at? Someone could write us something. Something fun.
And then subscribing wherever you listen to us will get us into your phone every Thursday morning at 6:05 Eastern, or as close as we can get it.
We're on TNT.
I'm just looking. I think it was TBS, not TNT.
Yeah, it was TBS.
I was just looking to see if we had another review. Someone said they did one, but I don't see it, so it's not there.
Fuckers.
Fuck them. You can share us with a friend, whether through social media or the old school hand-to-hand combat. Whether they're new, old, or former juggalos, give them the opportunity to listen to us. Let them enjoy what you are enjoying. Don't be selfish, you prick.
You fucking asshole.
You can listen wherever you're listening right now, including YouTube. So you can watch us there at youtube.com/@JuggaloRWD. Or if you're listening on Spotify, go check that Q&A and the poll if I beat you there. So maybe we'll ask, what do you like better, cotton candy or popsicles? What do you like?
Both? Somebody like both?
The cotton or the candy?
Obviously not the cotton.
I'm with it. I won't get lost. You can hit us up on social media, or you can contact us in these other various forms and fashions, like our email, juggalorwd@gmail.com, or leaving us a voicemail or a text, 810-666-1570. Right here. And then if you leave us a voicemail, we'll either talk about it on the wrap-up, or we'll try to get to it throughout the year when time prevails. And that's questions, comments, concerns, something about the Wraith, something not about the Wraith.
True.
Whatever you want. Just
anything you want.
Hit us up. Website still goes to 20by20apparel.com, but you can try it out at juggalorewind.com and buy a t-shirt while we're there. If you want to listen to our wrestling nonsense, find our old podcast, 20by20 Pod, and that has years worth of our bullshit. Which, ironically, we talk probably more about Juggalo shit than we do wrestling. And then thanks to Steve for his music beds, Christmas for her voiceover work, and Clown Instrumentals for coming through with the nice, soothing instrumentals of the Zug Island background of Cotton Candy and Popsicles. And if you missed anything that we just discussed here, and you're like, hey, what's that phone number? Hey, what's your at?
What's your at?
Just look in our show notes or go to any of the bios and look for the link tree. All of that information is there, nice and handy for you. Speaking of handy, anyways.
You know what you're saying in this episode?
I mean, the Wraith has those long nails. So, I think that's it. We both enjoy this song, and we're ready to move on down the road.
Right. A home stretch now.
If we haven't already, we are looking down the barrel of just banger after banger.
Right.
So, the season's only going to get better as we move along. Yikes. So, we will let you go. We will see you next week as we cross thy bridge. What's that?
The beginning. My little guitar slowly kicking in the beginning. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Oh, yeah. All music played in this episode and in this entire season is owned by the respective publishers and copyright holders and is reproduced for review purposes only under fair use.
Every good idea we ever had, every really bomb-ass idea we had, we said, nah, we'll save that for the 6th.
UPC. This show is a member of the Underground Podcast community.
Cotton Candy and Popsicles.